Greetings, everyone. Eric Brown, MOBO-Media, MOBO-Media. Hey, real quick, I want to hop on here and do just a real quick educational video on something that a lot of people are having questions about. So the question came up recently about whether immigrants can actually serve in the U.S. military, And I'll try to explain some of it. I'm not an expert on it, but I did serve 22 years, and I did serve alongside some non-U.S. immigrants that are actually wearing our uniforms. So long story short, there are a couple of ways that immigrants can actually come into the military. They can come into the military as permanent residents, with a green card. And while they're in the military, they continue processing their way towards U.S. citizenship. But there also is a program called MAVNI. And I don't know, I'm blanking on all the words to it, but MAVNI is, the letters are MAVNI. And the NI stands for national interest, okay? And what that entails is that they'll allow you in the military in the best interest of the U.S. It has to be in a national interest. I'm talking about non-U.S. citizens, straight non-U.S. citizens. They can join the military, and then once they join the military, and then they can apply for a citizenship after then, and try to. It's supposed to be a quicker pathway to citizenship through the military, and I know a number of folks that have done that. And in fact, I had a good friend of mine, and I'm gonna say his name, Kaval Patel, because he passed away unexpectedly while wearing his uniform in Utah back around 2002 in an accident. And Kaval was from India. He was actually from India. And I got to know Kaval very well. In fact, when he passed, I had a tattoo of him put on my arm. That's just the impact this young man had on me. And I always called him a little kid because he was a little guy, Indian, from the nation of India. And he made his parents proud by making his way over to the U.S. on a pathway to citizenship. And his actually goal was to come over, get in the military, use military benefits, education, and then be a doctor. And he was actually in medical school in Utah at the time when he passed. And crazy thing is, he passed while trying to learn to scuba dive at the University of Utah. Imagine scuba diving in Utah. But that was just the type of kid he was. He was one who wouldn't let anything stop him from doing what he wanted to do. Just the most compassionate kid, just fun to be around, just like your little brother that annoys you sometimes. But he came in through the MAVNI program, and he came in, and one thing I immediately noticed about Kaval was that his desire to be better, a lot of immigrants come to the U.S. because they have a desire to be better, have a better life, and rightfully so. They should come in the legal way. This is one of the pathways to quick citizenship through the military, the MAVNI program. So right now, believe it or not, there are literally about estimated 40,000 non-U.S. immigrants serving in the military in uniform. 40,000 non-U.S. immigrants serving in our uniform, in the military uniform. These folks do a great job. It's a great program for those pathway to citizenship. So yeah, that answers that question, man. Immigrants can serve in the military, and they do serve in the military, and they serve well. And I think the program is a great program. And in some sense, I wish that program was marketed more, because there's a huge benefit to having folks from other nations serving our military, particularly when you're talking about language barriers and cultural barriers. For example, I've gone into conflict sometimes with someone of a certain nationality, and we go into their country of origin, and it would make it much easier on us, the military folks there, because the individual actually let us know to go left, right, and he can speak the language, or she can speak the language. So that worked very well during some of our deployments, things like that. But yeah, immigrants can serve in our military. They do serve in our military. Estimated 40,000 right now, non-immigrant U.S. Military folks. But also the other pathway is they can get a green card and come in through that route. And so either way, I think it's a benefit. It's a win-win for both parties, for the U.S. and for the immigrants. So with that, I'll let y'all go. Eric Brown, MOBO-Media. Yes, immigrants can serve in our military, and they do.